Hey there, peeps. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? So I'll go live real quick. Quick little Bible study. Quick little study for tonight. Come on in. Come on in. Please share, like. Please share, like the video. Greatly appreciate those that share and like the video. Is my sound okay? Let me know you're here. Is my sound okay? Let me know that you're here. Is my sound okay? What's going on, peeps? How y'all doing today? Hey, today's live. This is a quick Bible study. Quick study. Quick, quick little Bible study. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hey, just want to let you guys know what's going on. What you trying to do? Hold on, y'all. Yeah, I need that. My engineer here. How y'all doing? Something. All right. Thank you guys. All right. Sorry about that. Trying to flip the screen. Hey, thank you guys for tuning in. Hey, check this out. You know, football season's here. You see, I got on my football gear. Oh, football season here. Rep your team. Put your team in the comments. Put your team in the chat. Rep your team. Rep your team. How am I including the football team with tonight's Bible study? I'm glad you asked. How am I including the football team with tonight's Bible study? Tune in. Tune in. Type the name of your team, and I'm going to show you how. Type the name of your team in the comments, and I'm going to show you how. What team are you representing? As you can see, I'm right now representing 49ers. I got my 49ers on. Represent your team. Represent your team. Please like, share, and tune in. Now, the reason I am repping my 49ers tonight, and how the 49ers, how this football team, this football season is going to go into today's Bible study is this. Recently, on Tuesday, this was actually yesterday, football teams had to cut the number of players that they had on the team. When the preseason came out, they had like 90 players. 90 players on the football team. The team had to be cut down to 53 players. That means the coaches had to do a lot of reviewing of players' actions, of players' abilities, of players' skills. The coach had to review, had to look at, take an overall look at what he has seen and what he did not need on the team and what he wanted and who he wanted on the team. He had to look at characteristics of who he had in players. He had to take an overall look at his team. He had to also take an overall look at himself, who would gel with him also. So we ourselves, I'm going to pose this question. What are you willing to cut? What are you willing to trade off? Some players were traded off. I heard some players were cut. They didn't make the roster. They didn't make the 53-man roster. What are you willing to trade off? What are you willing to cut out of your life to help make you a better person? Or what are you willing to cut or trade off out of your life? What are you willing to let go of in your life that's going to help you progress? That's going to help your growth. You see, too many times we like to hold on to things because we get so complacent, we get attached to them, and we get attached to people, we get attached to places, we get, as they say, people, places, and things. We get attached and we don't want to let go. We want to keep them on our roster when you can't, because you can't have, like the scripture says, you can't serve two masters. You can't keep everybody. You can't keep everything on your roster. You can't keep what's not good for the team. You can't keep what's not good in your life in your life. And so many times we get that fear, fear of letting go, fear of having to do something different, fear of having to learn something new or learn a new way of living. Fear will have us complacent. Fear will have us not trading off the bad things in our life. Fear will have us holding on to follies, holding on to something that's not good for us. Fear will have us, like when you hand off the football to somebody, you hurt it off. Fear will have us fumble the things in our life. Fear will have us fumble the things in our life. Put that in the chat. I like that. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Put that in the chat. Fear will have you fumble things in your life. If you look at the First Corinthians chapter 13, verse 11, First Corinthians chapter 13, verse 11, I'm going to read that to you. It says, when I was a child, I spoke as a child. I understood as a child. I thought as a child. But when I became a man, ladies, you can say, when you became a woman, I put away childish things. So what did Paul do? He traded off childish things when he became a man. He cut off those things that were not good to him. Have you imagined a 50-year-old man? I'm just throwing a number out there. I'm 48. I'm telling you, 48-year-old man behaving like a 5-year-old, behaving like a child. Think about it. It makes no sense. That means that there has been no growth within me because I'm still thinking and acting like a child. That's what we have to trade off. Those things we used to do when we were younger, those things that we know were not right, that we were still practicing, those things that did not get us anywhere, we just did it for the fun of it, but then later on there were repercussions from it. We have to trade those things off. We have to cut those things off. I know we're talking about a Bible study right now, but the song, yeah, hey, I haven't been saved all my life, but I know you guys know this song. Ain't nothing to cut off. It ain't nothing to cut it off. It should be nothing to cut it off. It should be nothing to cut it off, guys. Paul said he put this. Paul said he traded away he cut off his childish behavior so he could be a better man, so he could be a better person. What, guys, are you willing? What family are you willing? What are you willing to trade away or cut off in order for you to be a better person? Manifest it. Put it in the chat. Put it in the comments. What are you willing to cut off or trade away so you can be a better person? These football teams, all these football teams had all these players. So if they had 90 players and there's 20 something odd football teams, think of all the players that were trying out, trying to make it to this one particular team, but they had to be cut or they had to be traded. There was a decision that had to be made for the betterment of that team. What decisions are you having to make to better your life? What are you willing to cut off or do away with to better your life? The football, and we're gonna root, and we're gonna holler, we're gonna scream for these football teams, for these 53 players. We're gonna scream for them, and we're not even gonna remember who they even had during preseason. We're not even gonna remember who was on the team during preseason. Those other players, we're not even gonna remember that. And as far as those players are from our memory, so are our transgressions, so are our faults, so are the things that we've done wrong. God doesn't. He stiff arms him. Bow. He stiff arms him with a right hand. Bow. He stiff arms him with his righteous right hand. Bow. Bow. He pushes them away. He doesn't remember. As far off they are. We don't remember those prayers. God pushes our faults out of the way. He doesn't remember those. He forgives us. God gave his son, Jesus Christ, as a living sacrifice for us to be here today. He knew we were going to make some mistakes. He knew there were going to be some things that we were going to have to cut off in our lives. And he gave us, bam, Jesus said, stiff on, getting them out the way. What, friends, are you willing to cut off in order to be a better person? Is it better eating habits, certain foods, or is it how you treat people? You know, sometimes you might have a nasty attitude. People are steady in and out of your life, in and out, in and out. And you probably say it's because of them. But have you stopped and thought about how you treated them? Have you stopped and thought about your own actions? Maybe it could be you. That's the first thing we say. It wasn't me. They did. But have we stopped to think? Was it something I said? Was it something I done? How we treat people? I just encountered a situation like that with someone. And I reached out to him. I reached out to that person. This person was supposed to be someone that's supposed to be cool with me. But because something didn't quite go their way, we moved to the left, we moved to the right. When you reach out and they don't reach back, you try. Hey, time to cut off. Right? It's time to cut off. What are you willing to cut off? See, I cut off a spirit of because I clap back. I had a spirit of clapping back. Hey, what? Huh? But I had to cut that attitude off. I had to cut that spirit off because I wanted to clap back. But I had to cut that spirit off because that's not what God wants me to do. As a Christian and as an elder, and how we treat people. It's all about how we treat people as well. How do you treat people? Do you need to treat people better? What about your work habits at work? Maybe you kind of lackadaisical at work, and that hinders you from progressing. You know, maybe your habits at home, something you need to cut off, which will make you a better husband, make you a better father, make you a better friend, better son, better daughter, better wife, better auntie. What is it within you that you can take a serious self-evaluation and see what can you trade away or cut off and to make you a better person, just like Paul did. He said when he thought as a child, when he was a child, he thought as a child. He understood as a child. But when he became a man, or ladies, when he became a woman, he put away childish things. All right? What are you willing to cut off to be a better you? Maybe it's your friends. Maybe it's your circle that you're around. Maybe it's someone in your circle, people in your circle that's holding you back, that's hindering you. And you know they are. But you don't want them to talk about you saying you're getting to be a better, you're trying to be too bougie or you think you're better than them. You're too worried about that. There's that fear again. Fear will have you fumble. Fear can have you fumble your blessings. God is putting it in front of you, but you're too scared or you have fear about what they're going to say when you move to the next level. Don't let fear have you fumble your blessings, friends. Don't do that. Let don't have fear make you lose focus on where you're trying to go. What are you trying to do? Don't let fear keep you around fools who don't want to move and have favoritism with that man up there. Huh? Don't trade your fear. We have to trade our fear. Trade our fear for faith. Trade your fear for faith. All right? What in your life can you trade that can transform you into a better you? What in your life can you trade so you can transform yourself to a better you? And then when you do that, you can remember Isaiah 43:18. Isaiah 43:18 says, "Forget the former things and do not dwell on the past." Forget the former things. You traded those away. You cut the former things off. You're not dwelling on the past any longer. The former things here is not just referring to the things of old, though. Check this out. It's also referring to some new things. It's also referring to some good things because success can sometimes be a problem. Yeah. Sometimes success can be a problem. You're like, how is that, T? Elder Jones, how can success be a problem? Man, I did everything I'm supposed to do. I reached the top. I reached the top. I climbed the ladder. I've been successful. Well, when you feel you're successful, check this out. When you become successful, excuse me, it's because you're going to stop trying. hmm You're going to stop trying to succeed, or you're going to stop succeeding the day you realize that you have succeeded. And so now you're going to be comfortable and complacent, or become comfortable and complacent to a point where you're doing nothing. Yeah, once you reach a certain point of success, you're going to stop trying to succeed because you think you got it all already. And that's not true. You're going to become complacent. You got to try and better yourself. We have to try and better ourselves every day. We can't afford to be complacent or become stagnant in our daily living, in our Christian walk. Whatever we do, we have to try to be a better than the day before. You know what I'm saying? We have to cut off the blinders so we can see clearly of what we need to cut off. Sometimes when we get complacent, we put blinders on. We're just looking, bam, we're looking straight ahead. We ain't looking around us. We ain't checking our circle because, hey, we think we cool. We complacent. But all along, there's someone that's right there next to you on your right hand side that you put the blinders on. And that's messing up your circle. You see them talking about other people. They come to you with mess talking about other people. And they're to cut off. That's something you need to cut off because the same way they're coming and talking about other people to you, the minute you respond, don't think that response ain't going back somewhere else or to the next person. All right. So we have to cut our blinders off so we can see clearly. We need to cut off or trade away from our life those things that's not going to help us transform into being a better person, into being a better me, into being a better you. We have to continue succeeding in our growth to become a better person. But in order for teams to get better, they have to make cuts. And they have to, what are you willing to cut to make yourself a better person? What are you willing to trade and bring into your life so you can have a better life or be a better person? Teams trade players so their team can get better. So they're bringing in new players, they're bringing in new strategies. What are you bringing into your life to make it better? What are you bringing in to make life easier for you, to make life less stressful for you. What is your cutoff? What are you trading in? What are you trading off so you can transform to be a better person? And I'm going to leave you with this. I'm almost done. Check this out, pigs. A bitter person will never become a better person. A bitter person will never become better because they are imprisoned by their own bitterness. Huh. Let's say that again. A bitter person will never become better because they're imprisoned by their own bitterness. But a person who strives to be better than the day before has no limit to a life fulfilled with joy. A person who strives to be better every day has no limit to a life fulfilled with joy because they keep getting better. Let's go. Let's get better, people. Let's transform our lives. Let's cut off what's hurting the team. That's team me. I'm going to cut off what's hurting team me. I'm going to trade away what's affecting my marriage, my friendship, my job. I'm going to trade that off. And I'm going to trade in and bring in something better. I'm not going to have a fear of trading that off because I'm bringing in faith. I'm bringing in the MVP. I'm bringing in faith. And faith is going to help my team get to where it needs to be. All right, friends. So again, you might want to share that with somebody. Or if you want to write it down, I'm going to repeat this one more time. A bitter person will never be better because they're imprisoned by their own bitterness. But a person who strives to be better than the day before has no limit, has no limit to a life fulfilled with joy because they keep getting better. Let's go. All right, friends. That was tonight's quick Bible study. Thank you guys that's tuned in. Again, please like, share, follow this video. I greatly appreciate your support. This is Elder Tavara Jones. I'm on the BAB page, the Be a Blessing Foundation Incorporated page. Thank you for those who tune in. I'm live here on TikTok. Be looking forward to some more live videos and some more content coming from me. Again, I greatly appreciate all you guys' support. Follow my personal page, Tavara Jones, on Facebook as well. Once again, thank you guys. Much love to you. And as I always end my videos, with the spirit of let's go. We can do this. Let's go. All right, y'all. Much love to you. I hope you have a great day, a great night, rather, wherever you're at in this part of the world on TikTok. Great morning, great afternoon, great evening. Hey, people in Fort Worth, Texas, y'all have a good evening. Love you guys. Have a good one. Peace. All right, y'all. TikTok. We all good. Yeah, we still trying to mess with, trying to tune it in. So we just got off Facebook. Still here on TikTok. Again, guys, I appreciate you. Let me know in the comment section if there's something, a topic, a certain situation that you want me to discuss or speak about. Please feel free to inbox me or please feel free to put it in the comments what you would like for me to touch on. I will more than happy pray for you. I will more than happy touch on that subject for you as well. And again, thank you guys for tuning in. It's been a great evening, and I hope you guys have a great one, all right? Let me go ahead and get up out of here. I got to get up and go to work in a little bit. All right, so, all right.